Welcome to this week's edition of Sun News Daily. My name is Martina.
And I'm Shaylee. Thanks for tuning in.
Dorm rooms are in high demand here at Utah Tech University. To help with the demand of dorm rooms on campus, Utah Tech broke ground on Campus View Suites 3. Here is Kelsa Lundstedt with more.
At any given moment, students in a single dorm room can be found sharing food, secrets, details of a really great date, and tears over those occasional heartbreaks. They'll be playing games, laughing themselves silly over an inside joke no one else will ever understand, battling out a vicious video game, and dreaming big dreams together.
I'm here at the Campus View 3 groundbreaking ceremony. It's the third on-campus student housing complex we've built in 8 years.
Utah Tech students who live on campus have so many experiences looking back I really wish I'd had. These students create their own families, made up of roommates, hallmates, and building mates. These students will carry many of those friendships throughout the rest of their lives, supporting each other from afar.
I also talked to Seth Gubler about what kind of changes we're going to see in this third Campus View Suite space.
So we are trying to partner with a food vendor, specifically Associated Foods, to allow us to create a space that students could use to purchase their fresh produce, frozen meals, typical items that they might get at a grocery store in town. We're very excited to design the space. We've had very positive feedback from the students. We know it's going to be a win.
So we've got space allocated there on the bottom floor. It's like 1,800 square feet worth of grocery store space. We're working with a major grocery company that supplies like Lynn's and Harmon's in town, so it'll be the same supplier. So your prices are going to be a lot better across campus as far as groceries go. Candy bars, all that kind of stuff are going to be a better price point, like you would go to a Lynn's grocery store or Harmon's grocery store. You're going to have all that product in there.
So on each floor, there's going to be some study nooks that have individualized study booths. You kind of sit in a booth and it wraps around you and provides some privacy there, as well as some soft seating and tables as well. And then on several of the floors, there will also be some group study rooms. So a room with a table, chairs, whiteboard where a team project could be accomplished if people were to use that space. In addition to that, we also heard that people wanted more storage options in their apartments. So we're providing some more cabinetry for pantry and shelving for students as well.
For Sun News Daily, I'm Kelsa Lundstedt.
Tax season is here and VITA free tax prep is too. Utah Tech accounting students will do your taxes for you. Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program is run under the direction of the IRS and is offering tax services to all Utah Tech qualifying students and community members. The university has been hosting the VITA program since 2019. Brian Stewart, Associate Professor in Accounting, says the service is available for anyone in the community who qualifies under the IRS's VITA requirements. All taxpayers are required to present Social Security cards, valid photo identification, and all tax documents they've received for the year. The deadline to file taxes is April 18th, 2023. An appointment is required to file your taxes in the Hazy building. For more information or to schedule an appointment, scan the QR code below.
Awards and acknowledgement for students of color at Utah Tech University. Utah Tech's Black Student Union is hosting its annual Black Excellence Gala. This gala is held every year to acknowledge the accomplishments of Utah Tech's Black students. Students and faculty can nominate any student who has done extraordinary things for the university or community for a student award. Students, faculty, staff, and community members can also be nominated for a Drum Major Award, which is given to nominees for making a difference through change and diversity in their community. The event will be held February 23rd at 6 p.m. in the Gardner Ballroom. To RSVP to the event or to nominate someone for an award, scan the QR code below. Utah Tech has crowned a Mr. Trailblazer. Now it's time to crown the Trailblazer Queen. The Trailblazer Queen pageant is a chance to win $1,000 and be crowned royalty. The competition will be held April 4th, 2023 at 7:30 p.m. at the Cox Auditorium. The competition includes several components, such as interviews, an essay, service, talent, onstage question, among others. There are 6 mandatory meetings to attend in order to participate. starting February 21st at the HBC building, room 354 at 6 p.m. until 9 p.m., followed up by February 28th, March 7th, 21st, 28th, and April 2nd. Same room and time. For more information on how to participate and to pick up a package with further details, visit the UTSA Government Office located on the second floor at the Gardner Building.
President's Day is this Monday, and that means no school. Most students here at Utah Tech recognize this holiday as a day off and don't actually know much about America's presidents. I asked students around campus some president trivia questions. Let's see how much they knew.
The first question is, which president was elected to his second term after suffering from a heart attack?
Wait,
Second term with a heart attack.
who are the only presidents who served second term? There's Obama, there was Clinton?
I don't know.
Clinton?
It's either Dwight D. Eisenhower or it's what was Truman.
W. Bush. Is that a president? Good guess, yeah.
The second question is, which president got stuck in a bathtub?
I don't even know the presidents. I don't even know the recent presidents.
No, I'm thinking about like when did bathtub been invented? Because you know it's like old, so like maybe it's like
George Washington?
No, that's way too old. No, bathtub wasn't even existed there. Hold up.
Abe Lincoln?
Maybe like Clinton.
Let's go.
Truman.
Bill Clinton.
The third question is, which president has a middle initial that literally stands for nothing?
I don't even know most of the presidents' name.
Truman.
Obama. The fourth question is, which president considered becoming a professional saxophone player before turning to politics?
George Bush?
Oh, I
Bill
thought
Clinton?
was
No,
it
not Bill Clinton.
Clinton, no.
Andrew Johnson. No, Bill Clinton.
Bush.
And the last question is, who was the first president to be impeached?
Andrew Jackson.
Bill Clinton was the second. Trump was the third. Who was the first one? It was Truman.
Was it Trump?
If I'm being completely honest, I didn't know any of those answers before I made the video.
I didn't either, but now I know. I think one thing we all know for sure, and all students knew, is that Monday's a holiday. After the break, we will check in with Sydney Walls for Sun News Daily Weekly Weather Report.
Experience active learning and career readiness at Utah Tech University. Formerly Dixie State University, Utah Tech has risen from the desert as one of the fastest growing, most affordable, safest, and rapidly evolving universities in the nation. Our Polytechnic mission creates hands-on learning opportunities for all of our 200+ programs. So join us and experience the difference at Utah Tech University.
Good afternoon, Trailblazers. My name is Sydney Walls, and this is your weekly weather forecast. For the start of the weekend, we see some cloud coverage with temps in the mid to low 50s. Sunday, partly cloudy skies with 57 as the high. Temps hanging in the upper 50s Monday and Tuesday, then dropping back down to the low 50s Wednesday and Thursday. Monday, we see more sunshine. Tuesday through Thursday, partly cloudy conditions. Wednesday and Thursday, we see a slight chance of rain. Allergy season is upon us. With spring right around the corner, let's take a look at the pollen count over the next few days. We can see the pollen count between low to moderate. Ragweed pollen and tree pollen are the worst offenders. Allergies can be triggered by changing weather patterns, not just seasons. Cold, dry air can cause constriction in the airway, and altering barometric pressures can cause sinus issues. This has been a week of weather with Sun News Daily. After the break, we will tune in with Jake Palmer for our Trailblazer Athletics.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
Does your heart ever want to escape? Just to see what your eyes are looking at? The land of anticipation is calling. Rise to it.
Last Saturday, there was a blowout in the Burns. Utah Tech women's basketball team stormed past the New Mexico State Aggies in a commanding 90-57 win. The Blazers seemed to connect on every attempt, shooting exactly 50% from behind the three-point line. They started off strong, taking an 8-point lead after the first quarter, and put their foot down to end the half, leading by 19 points. Redshirt freshman guard Amber Karchner was named the WAC Player of the Week after she posted 26 points and made all 3 of her three-pointers. Utah Tech women's basketball team currently has 15 wins and 8 losses on the season and have 6 games remaining before the start of the WAC championships next month. Tonight, they host Stephen F. Austin here at 7 p.m. in the Burns Arena. This past Saturday was a special one for Utah Tech with a doubleheader in Burns Arena. Utah Tech men's basketball team faced off against Tarleton State after returning home from a loss at Seattle last Wednesday. The Blazers had to make some adjustments to the starting lineup due to sophomore center Tanner Christensen sitting the game out with a shoulder injury. Christensen hasn't missed time this season and averages 10 points and 7 rebounds thus far. Head coach John Judkins chose sophomore center Trey Edmonds to start instead of Christensen against Tarleton. Edmonds had never started a game in his career at Utah Tech and played well despite experiencing some foul trouble. The Blazers were down by as many as 16 points in the ballgame, but locked down and pulled themselves within 4 points. They were unable to take the lead, and the final score was 75-71. Tomorrow will be a big day for Utah Tech athletics, as the men's basketball team will play their second and final game against Southern Utah University since their last matchup on February 4th. The Trailblazers have gone 0-2, and the T-Birds have split their last 2 games. This time, the game will be played in Cedar City on the campus of Southern Utah and will continue a legacy of competition between the two schools. Utah Tech won by 7 points in their last meeting, never losing their lead throughout the entire game. This will be the last game played against SUU for the seniors of Utah Tech, so look out for big games from guard Cameron Gooden and forward Jacob Nichols. The second event for Utah Tech tomorrow is the baseball team's home opener versus Portland, starting at 6 p.m. The theme is Fan Appreciation Night to kick off the season, and all fans will be getting admitted into the game for free. The Blazers will continue their series after Friday's game, playing Portland on Saturday and on Sunday. Recently, the WAC League offices predicted that Utah Tech will finish 8th among all WAC teams competing this season. Last year, the Blazers ended with a conference record of 14-16 and an overall record of 22-33.
Thank you, Jake. So, what did you guys think about the snow on Tuesday? Pretty crazy, huh?
One thing's for sure, it was unexpected. I saw people running around campus with umbrellas, jackets over their heads, not expecting it at all.
Yeah, I was actually in Cedar City, which was even worse. But I was getting texts from people being saying, it's snowing, and I was like, oh my gosh, what is happening in the world? So.
Same, I didn't even believe it when I was told. I was like, it's snowing?
Yeah.
You definitely have to go outside and check.
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't snow again, I'm ready for summer.
Absolutely.
And that's it for this week's edition of Sun News at Noon.
We will see you here next week at the same time, same place.
Have a great week, Trailblazers.